Hello and good day. Welcome back to our class. This is teacher Onen de Guzman, and our topic for today is illustrating polynomial function. Specifically, we will talk about definition of polynomial function, writing polynomial function in standard form, and writing polynomial function in factored form. A polynomial function is a function of the form of p of x is equal to y, which is the same as a sub n, x raised to n plus a sub n minus 1, x raised to n minus 1, plus a sub n minus 2, x raised to n minus 2, until a sub 1, x plus a sub 0, such that a sub n is not equal to 0, where n is the non-negative integer. A sub 0, A sub 1, until A sub n are real numbers called coefficients, meaning to say these are the numbers that appear in each term. While A sub n, x raised to n, is the leading term, A sub n is the leading coefficient, and A sub 0 is the constant term or the number without the variable. The highest power of the variable of p of x is known as its degree. To illustrate the definition of polynomial function, so let's have this example. P of x is equal to 3x to the fourth power plus 5x cubed minus 2x squared plus 7x minus 8. Now, if we are talking about the coefficients, these are the numbers before the variable. So we have the following numbers: 3, 5, negative 2, 7, and negative 8. Next, we have the leading coefficient. This is the number on your leading term. Our leading term here is equal to 3x to the fourth power, and we will only consider 3 as our leading coefficient. Next, the constant term. This is the number only, and that number only without variable is negative 8. While the degree is the highest exponent on the terms. Observing on our polynomial function, so the highest exponent is equal to 4. So the degree is equal to 4. So let's now move on to the types of polynomial functions based on the degree. So the first one is the zero polynomial. So meaning to say the degree is equal to 0. So this is in the form of p of x is equal to a x raised to 0, which is the same as a. So example, so we have p of x is equal to 3. Another one is h of x is equal to negative 2. The second type is the linear polynomial function, such that the degree is equal to 1. This is in the form of p of x is equal to ax raised to 1 plus b, or ax plus b. Example, we have p of x is equal to 2x plus 7. And another example is g of x is equal to negative 2x minus 9. Another type of polynomial function is the cubic polynomial function that has a degree of 3. So this is in the form of ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. So our example is p of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus x minus 7. Another example is k of x is equal to negative 8x cubed plus 9. As you can observe, we have missing terms. What is more important is we have, 3 as the highest exponent. Next, the quartic polynomial function that has a degree of 4. So this is in the form of ax to the fourth power plus bx cubed plus cx plus dx plus e. So take note that A, B, C, D, and E are constant or the numerical coefficients. So let's have example. D of x is equal to 3x to the fourth power minus x cubed plus 5x squared plus x plus 3. So another example is E of x is equal to 5x to the fourth power minus 2x cubed plus 7x squared plus 9x minus 7. To illustrate more on the definition of polynomial function, so let's have this example. Y is equal to 7x to the 4th power minus 5x cubed plus 2x plus 19. So if we will get the degree of the polynomial, we will get the highest exponent, which is equal to 4, while the type of function is a quartic, while the leading term is equal to 7x to the 4th power. And our leading coefficient, okay, is 7. And the constant is equal to 19, meaning to say the number only without the variable. Next, on number 2, y is equal to 5x squared plus 8x cubed minus 2x. So, again, we will look for the highest exponent of the polynomial. And the highest exponent is actually 3. So, do not be confused. So, the type of function is cubic, while the leading term is 8x cubed, and the leading coefficient is 8. Okay, there is no constant or the number only. So therefore, the constant term is equal to 0. Now that you know the definition of polynomial function, so let's move on to writing polynomial function in standard form. By the way, if we say in standard form, it must be written in descending powers. So here are the steps. Number 1, write the term with the highest exponent first. Write the terms with lower exponents in descending order. Remember that the variable with no exponent has an understood exponent of 1. And finally, a constant term always comes last. Let's write the polynomial y is equal to 1 plus 2x plus x to the 5th power minus 4x cubed plus 2x to the 4th power plus 5x squared into standard form. It is quite helpful if we will have this table. So let's have the term with the highest exponents. So if we will look on the polynomial, so x to the 5th power is the term with the highest exponents, while the terms with lower exponents in descending order are the following. 2x to the 4th power, then we have negative 4x cubed, then we have 5x squared, and finally we have 2x, while the constant term is equal to 1. Now, if we will rewrite this one into standard form, we have y is equal to x to the 5th power plus 2x to the 4th power minus 4x cubed plus 5x squared plus 2x plus 1. Let's have another example in writing the polynomial f of x is equal to 5x plus 9x squared minus 3x to the 8th power in standard form. Again, we will utilize the table form. So, we will list down the term with the highest exponent, and that term is negative 3x to the 8th power, while the terms with lower exponent in descending orders are 9x squared and 5x. There's no constant term, so therefore, we will simply write 0. Now, to write this polynomial function in standard form, we have y is equal to negative 3x to the 8th power plus 9x squared plus 5. There's no constant term, so we don't need to write 0. Now that we have idea in writing polynomial function in standard form, let us consider this now factored form. Okay, y is equal to x times x squared minus 8. We would like to write this one in standard form. But before that, multiply the monomial to the first term of the binomial. So we have x times x squared. Applying the law of exponents, so we have x raised to 1 plus 2 is equal to x cubed. Then, multiply the monomial to the second term of the binomial. So we have x times negative 8 will give us negative 8x. Then, arrange the exponents in descending order. So we have y is equal to x cubed minus 8x as the standard form of this polynomial. Let us consider this example. F of x is equal to negative times x minus 4 times x plus 4, and we would like to write this one in standard form. First, get the product of the sum and difference of two terms, meaning to say x minus 4 times x plus 4. Again, applying your knowledge in FOIL method, so we have x times x is actually x squared, negative 4x plus positive x times 4 is equal to 0. Then we have minus 16. So it will result to x squared minus 16. Next, multiply negative x to the given product. I mean, negative x times x squared minus 16. So this will result to negative x cubed plus 16. So therefore, we will arrange the exponents in descending order in order to write in standard form. So finally, we have f of x is equal to negative x cubed plus 16x. Now that we know how to write polynomial function in standard form, this time let's write polynomial function in factor form. So let us consider the polynomial function y is equal to 64x cubed plus 125 and write this one in factor form. By inspection, this polynomial function is actually in the form of sum of two cubes. Meaning to say, we will find the cube root of the first term as well as the second term. Meaning to say, I have 64x cubed. If I'll extract the cube root of 64, will give us 4. The cube root of x cubed is actually x, while the cube root of 125 is 5. The next one is we will use the formula or sum of the cubes formula. So I have here 4x as the first term and 5 as the second term. Now to use the sum of the cubes formula, I'll square the first term, then multiply the first term and the second term, but opposite in sign, plus square of the last term to get the trinomial factor. Then after that, we simplify. So we have y is equal to 4x plus 5. Since 4x squared is 16x squared minus 20x plus 25. So let's move on to another example. So write the polynomial function y is equal to 3x cubed plus 6x squared plus 4x plus 8 in factor form. By inspection, this is actually 4 terms. So I can utilize factoring by grouping. So we will group the terms such that we have y is equal to 3x cubed plus 6x squared plus 4x plus 8. So factor the constant on both groups. So the greatest common factor on the first group is 3x squared because the greatest common factor between 3 and 6 is 3, and the lowest exponent between x cubed and x squared is x squared. So again, 3x cubed divided by 3x squared is x. 6x squared divided by 3x squared is equal to 2. So here, the greatest common factor is 4. So we have 4x divided by 4 is equal to x. Then we have 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. Now, add the terms of the, or by adding the coefficients. Since the common factor is x plus 2, I'll put it here x plus 2, then add the two terms. The two terms are 3x squared plus 4. So this is another factor. So therefore, this is, okay, the factor form of the given polynomial. Let's have another example. Write the polynomial y is equal to 45x cubed plus 18x squared minus 5x minus 2 in factored form. So again, we will group the terms. So we have 45x cubed plus 18x squared plus the negative 5x minus 2. Again, the common factor between 45x cubed plus 18x squared is actually 9x squared. Again, so 45x cubed divided by 9x squared will give us 5x. And 18x squared divided by 9x squared is 2. While the common factor of negative 5x is negative 2. So put it outside. So this is negative 1. Remember that if I put negative on the binomial, all the signs inside the binomial will change. Then after that, we add the two terms by adding the coefficients. Since the common factor is 5x plus 2, so that is the common factor, then add 9x squared plus the negative 1. So we have the factor form y is equal to 9x squared minus 1 times 5x plus 2. But take note that I can still factor this one further using the difference of 2 squared. So meaning to say, if I'll extract the square root of 9x squared, this will result to 3x. So we have 3x here and 3x. Then we have the square root of 1 is 1. So we have here as the factor form 3x plus 1. Then we have 3x minus 1 times 5x plus 2 as the factored form. Let us consider another example. So write the polynomial y is equal to x to the fourth power minus 4x minus 45. So what we're going to utilize here by inspection is we can let a is equal to x squared. So we will use the substitution. So if I have a squared, so meaning to say x squared is squared using the law of exponents, so this is equal to x to the fourth power. So with that, I can have here x squared is squared minus 4 x squared minus 45. Then substitute a. So I have now a squared minus 4a minus 45. Then, using your knowledge in factoring quadratic trinomial, so factor the quadratic trinomial. So what will be the factors of this polynomial? Okay, so the factors are actually a minus 9 times a plus 5. However, if I'll substitute back that a is equal to x squared, so we have this expression y is equal to x squared minus 9 times x squared plus 5. However, I can still factor x squared minus 1 further using the difference of 2 squared. Meaning to say, I'll extract the root of x squared as well as 9 and express as the sum and difference. So we have here x plus 3 times x minus 3. So this is from x squared minus 9 times x squared plus 5. Again, so let's write the polynomial function y is equal to 81x to the fourth power minus 16. So observe that I can express each term as the square of a number, meaning to say y is equal to 9x squared squared because the square root of 81 is 9. The square root of x to the fourth power is x squared squared, while 16 is 4 squared. Next, factor as difference of 2 squared. Again, I have here 9x squared plus 4 times 9x squared minus 4, applying the difference of 2 squared. However, I can factor out 9x squared minus 4 as the difference of 2 squared. Meaning to say, I'll retain 9x squared plus 4, but 9x squared minus 4 can be factored as, okay, take the square root of 9x squared, which is equal to 3x. I'll distribute this one here, 3x and another 3x. While the square root of 4 is equal to 2. Using the difference of these two squares, I have 3x plus 2 times 3x minus 2. So therefore, the factor form of the given polynomial is equal to 9x squared plus 4 times 3x plus 2 times 3x minus 2. So that ends our discussion on illustrating polynomial function. Once again, this is Teacher Onen de Guzman. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to receive notification about my new videos. So thank you once again and have a good day.